So my story is really about how our work in the field sometimes has these unintended consequences that are even more heartening than the project objectives that we meet. Hi, I'm Sanji Velu. I work in India on HIV/AIDS, family planning and maternal child health issues. We were working with the National AIDS Control Organization in India to develop a campaign to promote HIV testing for pregnant women. We wanted to capture a testimonial. We thought it would be powerful to use a real story, a real woman, a real testimonial rather than using an actor. But we had a really hard time finding this person because even though there were several women that we met and spoke to and who had powerful stories to tell, they didn't want to come on the media. They didn't want to speak on national television. But then we did find this one person, Nagamma, who had gone through the whole process of testing. She found out she was positive. She was really scared, but somehow she mustered the courage and she said, you know what, I'll tell my story. And she had a baby who was negative.
जब मुझे बच्चा होने वाला था और मैं HIV पॉजिटिव निकली, मैं डर गई। सोचा मेरे बच्चे का क्या होगा। उन्होंने जो भी कहा मैंने किया। ICTC की वजह से मेरा बच्चा अब एकदम ठीक है।
When the campaign went out, there was not much information about prevention of mother-to-child transmission in India at that time, and so it was hugely successful because more than 50% of the pregnant women who were exposed to the campaign actually took some action. When the project closed 2 years later and we were putting together our end of project dissemination event, we wanted to invite some of the people we had worked with to come and tell their stories. I wanted to tell Nagamma's story, and so I dug up her number from 2 years ago, called the number. I can't even tell you how excited I was to hear her voice again. But even more than that, she was really excited to speak to me again because in the 2 years after we had worked with her on this campaign, her life had gone through a complete transformation. She was no longer this shy, coy person who's inhibited. She had gone out and told her story to a lot of people in her community. She had started to work with an NGO. She was doing outreach work where she was now being a peer educator, and she was going out and talking to other pregnant women and motivating them to go for testing and to prevent transmission to their babies. And so she had become this sort of empowered leader in her community, all from the experience of working on this campaign. Even more than the data, it's the lives that we've touched, it's the people that we've changed, and how their lives have changed from working with us and being associated with our programs. That was, in fact, even more powerful than the data. My story is about individual transformation.